guys, so we're back in the shop again. We're going to be finishing up the exhaust on the E30. I got flex pipes and a bunch of other cool stuff that we're going to put on. I also got a package in the mail. We're going to hit the bench and open that up right now, and I'll show you guys what that is. We're going to be doing a true full 3-inch exhaust all the way out the back like you guys told me to do in the comments, so thank you guys very much. So I'm going to show you guys what's in the box.
See with the box. What was in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
So we're going to get rolling. Oh, wicked. Alright, so pretty much this is a silicone 45 coupler. I bought it off AliExpress. It was 14 bucks as opposed to buying one locally for about 114 bucks. It's 3.5 inch, which is the exact diameter of our intake system and our MAF sensor. This will replace that accordion looking thing. So we're going to head over to the car, we'll install it, see what it looks like, see what we kind of have to modify, and then we'll go from there, guys. Alright, so the $14 intake is working out perfectly. Everything mounts up, the MAF's on, all the clamps are on. The last step we have to do for this is I actually have to cut a small hole right about here for the 90 that comes out of the idle air control valve. On the old accordion style one, which is this guy, this thing just looks super beat. I actually broke that fitting off earlier in the season and I had to RTV it back on. The bottom section where the torque can went wouldn't fit behind the rad, so I had to cut that out and I just wrapped it with electrical tape so I could test fire the car. So we have to take this off, clean up all the old gasket on it, cut a hole in here with an X-Acto knife, feed this guy in, RTV that again, let it sit and dry, both front and back, and that'll wrap up the intake. Oh shit. Setting the fucking tripod on fire, boys. Fuck. Well, I just lit the tripod on fire with the fucking heat cannon. My bad. Let's try that again. But we got the intake done. I heated up a piece of copper piping and stuck it into the hole of the silicone. That way I can have a groove, so when I hit it with the hammer, I can punch the hole out. The 90 fitting for the intake actually fits perfectly now. So all we have to do is throw a little silicone on that, clock it to the way we need it, and then that should pretty much be it. So we're gonna switch over to the exhaust now, and then I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then we'll come back and install it. All right guys, so right now we're working with flex pipes. This allows a little bit of rigidity in the exhaust system so we're not snapping welds or we're cruising around in our whip. Essentially what we're gonna be doing here is this is gonna come off the flange that we welded in the last video, that part of the downpipe. It has a 15-degree angle on it with 3 pie cuts. This bottom section is going to feed inside the flex, and it's going to sit like this, and this will keep everything nice and tight up against the floor pan. We do have to cut this back about I want to say about a ½ inch, but we're going to go into small increments so we don't take off too much, and then we're stranded with a flex pipe we can't use anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that, test fit it for a second time. If everything's good, we'll go hit the bench, we'll weld it up, and then we'll start with the passenger side. Holy fuck, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's like negative, I don't know, probably -9 out right now, and it's fucking pouring rain outside. Like monsoon pouring rain. The drive home is gonna fucking suck. That is nuts. Alright, so we're under the car right now. I have this kind of just set in place. It's close enough to the V-band. I don't have the clamp on it, so that's why it looks like it's sitting so low. But once this is in the car permanently, it should sit probably about a ½ inch away from the floor, maybe an inch depending on how it clamps down. We have the passenger side over there. I need to put another pie cut on that to kind of bring it up just a little bit, and then that'll make a nice little straight piece for that flex pipe to go to. Right here, just after the transmission, we're going to do a Y pipe somewhere kind of in here, and then single 3-inch all the way out the back, just like you guys wanted. So I'm going to weld this one on the bench, let it cool down, and then we're going to tackle the passenger side after this. Alright guys, so I was originally making the Y pipe on video and then the camera died, so I put a new battery in it and the card was full and I forgot my spare card at home, so I didn't get it on film, but I'm going to show you guys kind of a quick rundown of what I did to make this. Pretty much it's just 2 straight pieces of 9-inch pipe, and then I did like a weird kind of angle cut just off the corner. And before I did that, I marked out the center sections on both pipes, so that way my cut came from one center around in like a radius to the center section again, and that way when I put both pieces together, I'd have a 3-inch diameter hole in the front here, which is what we want. I buffed this a little bit bigger than 3 inches, that way our pipe can actually slide inside this. We'll weld it up, and then that'll be a complete system, and then these two pieces will go off to the headers. This will sit underneath the transmission, and then this will go back to our ISR tips that we're going to be making right now. But pretty much, I have an 18-inch section, and then a 21-inch section, and that'll give me like a 3-inch diagonal kind of JDM fitment that we're going for here. And then I'll have a foot left over. I got a brand new piece of this as well to finish up the rest of the exhaust. I'm currently waiting on a dude from Kijiji or Craigslist in the States to hit me back so I can go pick up a set of V-band clamps. He's got like a bunch of sets for like 40 bucks each, which is way cheaper than buying Vibrant ones or waiting for ones off eBay and stuff like that, because I really want to get this done for you guys. So we can hear this thing roar with a 3-inch straight pipe. I think it's going to sound fucking savage. So I'm going to cut this up, show you guys what it looks like. I'll kind of put them together, tack them up. We'll go to the back of the bumper. I'll kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like. Once that guy hits us up, we're going to go on a road trip, get some V-bands. We're going to come back and we're going to weld it all up. All right, guys, so we're hitting the bench now. We're going to tack this up. We're going to do 3 along the center, flip it over, do another 3. I got a piece of aluminum at the back to make sure everything stays nice, tight, and straight. And then I got the front section already measured out. It's still 3 inches. So we're going to tack this up. Alright guys, I just wanted to talk to you real quick. It's Taylor Ray here. Alright, so I can't take the camera under there to show you guys what's going on, but maybe I'll try and figure something out in a little bit. I kind of want to just get a lot of this done right now because it's fucking freezing in here and I ran out of propane. But pretty much what we have going on is we have 2 pieces of V-band. They're hockey taped together, that way I don't tack them and then have to cut them off and then buff it all back so everything fits again. So it's just a simple and easy way to do this. We have the Y pipe that you guys didn't see me make. I said I apologize. And then we have this guy, which is now going to be part of the header system. This is going to come off the collector that we welded on, that flex pipe. That'll come straight across underneath the transmission. And then that'll mate up just like that to our new V-bands that we just picked up like a half hour ago. So I'm going to see if this will actually fit. If it does fit, I'll take that system back out, weld it on the bench, and then permanently fit these two together. The driver side one, it kind of comes out on like a weird angle, so I might have to do a couple extra pie cuts for that. I already chopped a bunch out to kind of eliminate the cutting process and, you know, taking so much time going back and forth and back and forth. I just cut a bunch out and then that way I can just stack them on, tack them together, and that's it. So I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of weld real quick, make sure everything's good, and then I'll show you guys what's going on after we're done. Alright guys, so I just want to give you a quick update on the exhaust so far. We got the 2 V-bands for the downpipe, 202 bungs in, we got the 2 flex pipes, we got the rest of the downpipe fabbed up, all the angles are good, we got the V-bands from the guy we met on Kijiji yesterday, got the Y pipe, and then I ran out of gas. So I gotta go pick up some 75-25 probably tomorrow or the next day. So that's gonna wrap up this video. I just wanted to show you guys what's going on so far. And we're one step closer to actually firing this thing up on a 3-inch straight pipe. So like I always say, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next one.